Welcome to the Big Bend of Texas. It's December the 23rd, 2025, and we are on the southwest flank of the Chisos Mountains, which are in Big Bend National Park. So we're going to take the next couple of days and we're going to look at some of the key sites that are in and around Big Bend National Park. But the purpose of this video, this short video today, is to give you just a brief overview of the main features that we're looking at. Of course, we're in the Big Bend of Texas, and it's the Big Bend of the Rio Grande River, which makes a big sweeping arc to the south and around the Chisos Mountains, coming out of Santa Elena Canyon, which you can see is the little notch in the mesa to our west, and then, which you can't see behind us, and that's fine, is it goes into another canyon at Boquillas de Carmen. And on both sides, those canyons are comprised of Cretaceous age limestones. And we'll see those later on this trip. So what are we generally looking at here? There are multiple stages that we'll look at some key features and talk about that. First of all, we had Paleozoic, as much as 500 million year old rocks that are related to the ancestral Rockies, and even before that to the Ouachita orogeny, which was sort of the western extension of the Ouachita Mountains in Oklahoma and Arkansas, which are connected to the formation of Pangea. So we move a little bit further in time to the Cretaceous, and we get into the western interior seaway and the deposition of thick sequences of carbonate rocks on the margins of North America in the south part of this western interior seaway. Far to the north in places like Denver, we don't see limestones in that period, but we see thick shales like the Denver Shale, the Pierre Shale. But here we have thick limestones. And then as we move a little bit further in time, as that interior seaway starts drying up, we see more terrestrial inputs as the Rocky Mountains that are forming sort of to the north and to the west of us start to develop, and we get thick sediments that are eroding off, blanketing that interior seaway with terrestrial sediments, and we'll see those. And then even more recently, as we get into the Miocene, so starting in 25 million years and a little bit younger, we see some extensional tectonics starting to try to pull North America apart. And that extends sort of up along the Rio Grande River, and it's called the Rio Grande Rift, which was a failed rift valley. And we are on sort of the eastern margin of that Rift Valley complex, and so during that we have major faulting starting to happen, big blocks of rock that are being turned and uplifting magma along fault zones, creating in the Big Bend area both intrusive and extrusive volcanism that created the Christmas Mountains off to our north, and of course the Chisos Mountains sort of off to our north and east. So we'll look at each of those over the next couple of days, but it's a very amazing landscape and a wonderful national park and some just really cool geologic features to take a look at.